You are going to fail the money test, and it will sting. Good. That bruise is the door, because identity shifts before income. Will you keep playing victim, or become the owner who trains mind, habits, and hustle today? Build over blame. Your phone buzzes. Overdraft alert. Bank app flashing red. Rent due. Card declined. Breath tight. Stomach drops. You tell yourself it is the numbers. Wrong. Money problems are not math problems. They are mindset problems with math symptoms. Inside, two voices start swinging. Scarcity voice says, play it safe. Not for people like you. Wait. Builder voice says, test. Learn. Ask. Make an offer. Adjust. You grew up on borrowed beliefs. Family called it realistic. School called it average. Friends called it good enough. That script kept you small. That script is not yours. Who has been setting your thermostat? Fear or you? You learned to scan for danger. That kept you safe. Now it keeps you stuck. Shame is loud, but listen. Fear is energy before direction. We turn it. Think of a thermostat. Identity sets your financial room temperature. You keep drifting back to the setting you believe you deserve. Think of a garden. Weeds of fear and doubt grow fast. Seeds of desire and decision grow with care. Think of a radio. You only hear the station you are tuned to. Opportunity speaks, but your dial decides. So we train the dial. Daily. Definite desire. One clear target you can say out loud. Visualization. Rehearse the outcome and the path. See it in color. Affirmations. Language that tunes attention and behavior. I create value daily. I move first. I finish. This is not personality. This is practice. Reps over time. Quiet, steady, simple. When you change the setting, the room follows. Turn the dial a notch and watch what starts warming up. The low point arrived with a buzz at 11 p. Overdraft alert. The phone lit the room with a cold blue glow. My chest went tight. The sound stopped, and the silence after the notification felt heavier than the message. I stared at the ceiling. I told myself I would handle it next month. I scrolled to numb out. Old script. Avoidance. Delay. Pretend it is not burning. The next morning I heard the thermostat idea. Identity sets temperature. I wrote a number on a simple goal card. An extra 1,000 this month. Why? To breathe. To stop the spiral. I started mental reps. I rehearsed asking my boss for a raise. Fluorescent office lights. Dry mouth. Elevator ding. The smell of burnt coffee in the break room. I walked in anyway. He said, "Not now." Old panic tried to grab the wheel. That night I pivoted. I visualized a small paid offer I could do fast. Resume reviews for new grads. I practiced the pitch out loud. My voice steadied. I posted it. A reply came in an hour. Then a payment. $200 for 2 sessions. I did the work and sent extra notes. The next day I woke up taller. I am the kind of person who asks clearly and delivers value. External win. Identity shift. Higher standards. The proof loop had started. If one thought could move one number, what else could it move? Prove it in 30 days. Not a theory. A test. Here is the protocol. Non-negotiable. Goal card. One specific financial target with a date and a why. Read it morning and night. Mental reps. 5 minutes each morning. Visualize one high-value action and its successful completion. See the email sent. Hear the yes. Feel the relief. Keystone habit. 60 minutes of deep income work before you check messages. No scrolling first. Build before you browse. Evening audit. 3 lines. What worked? What to improve? What to repeat? Pick one sacrifice to buy back focus. Trade one streaming hour. Or trade one social night per week. Or trade the snooze button for an early start. Add identity affirmations. Say them while you move. I create value daily. I do hard things first. Opportunities. Notice my consistency. Measure what you control. Track reps, minutes, outreach, offers, and follow-ups. Circle micro wins. Replies, sales, DMs, dollars saved. Watch the graph rise because you rose. If you miss a day, reset fast. No drama, just reps. 30 days of proof beats a lifetime of talk. I set the thermostat. I earn the heat. Start tomorrow at 6 a.m. Yes or no? Here is the quiet truth. Identity sets standards. Standards set habits. Habits set results. You will not rise above who you believe you are. Setbacks will come. See them as calibration, not verdict, a test of belief and consistency. Realign and continue. Loved ones may normalize comfort. They may call your new grind obsessive. Smile. You must normalize growth. Choose the long game over the quick hit. Dopamine now or compounding later. Choose later and earn freedom sooner. Wealth is quiet alignment plus persistence. Money trails identity. When you raise the standard, the numbers follow the path. Not instantly, inevitably. A thermostat does not move itself. You move it. And you hold it there when the room pushes back. Attention is your real currency. Where you place it, grows. Guard it like rent money. Spend it on building, not on noise. Your circle shifts as your standards rise. Invite allies who challenge you. Bless doubters and keep moving. If the setting decides the season, who decides the setting? In a dim room set to 62 degrees, frost clings to the window. A hand hovers over a small dial. The air is thin and your breath fogs. The hand turns to 72 degrees. A low hum rolls through the vents. Warm air exhales. The fog fades. Frames on the wall tilt from crooked to straight. Each notch on the dial wears a belief. Not for me. Maybe. I can learn. I build value. The camera pulls back. The hand is yours. Beside the dial sits a small key stamped with the word ownership. It fits a panel under the thermostat. The dial responds only when someone claims the key. The key waits in your palm. Do you turn it? Let me be brutal. The economy is not your babysitter. Your boss, parents, the algorithm, bad luck, time, location, market, not the jailer. The leak is you avoiding, you scrolling, you procrastinating, you choosing comfort, no follow-up, no reps, no offers made. Money problems aren't math problems, they're ownership problems with math consequences. You feel it when the overdraft text hits, when rent is due and the card declines, when you panic at checkout and pretend you meant to use cash. That is not fate. That is unowned days. Be honest. Are you the reason your money stays the same? Taking the wheel feels heavy. I know. Responsibility exposes you. When you drive, you cannot hide in the back seat. But hear me. Responsibility is not fault. It is responsibility. Your capacity to choose better moves when life swings. So we build an ownership ledger, and we fill it daily. Skills you develop, specialized over generalized. Effort units, focused hours of deep work, offers made, pitches, applications, asks, learning cycles, feedback and iteration, follow-ups and persistence, network touches, value given and invitations sent, attitude and standards set on high. What you measure, you move. Imagine a dashboard that lights up when you do your reps. The steering wheel steadies when you track inputs, not moods. You cannot control every outcome. You can control your levers. You accept outputs as feedback, not fate. You adjust, you push, you learn. When you track the levers you own, results stop feeling random. It was past midnight in a quiet kitchen. Lights off, fridge hum loud. The phone glowed blue on the table. Overdraft alert. My chest went tight and hot. The loop started. My boss will not promote me. The market is saturated. I have no time. I stared at notes about the thermostat idea, and it hit me. The setting has not changed because the owner has not shown up. I grabbed a pen and wrote a tiny contract. No blaming for 30 days. I choose inputs. I opened a blank page and built an ownership ledger. Day 1. 60 minutes of deep work before messages. 5 micro offers sent. 1 skill rep logged. 2 follow-ups done. I felt awkward and slow, but I did it. Day 2. Rejection emails stung like cold rain. I asked for feedback. I updated the pitch. I sent 7 more. I wrote what I learned. Day 3. 1 maybe landed. Then a small yes for a $150 task. I delivered immediately and asked for a testimonial. The pride was not in the money. It was in my hands on the wheel. Doubt still whispered, but quieter now. The proof loop clicked. I am the kind of person who does the reps. Nothing outside changed first. I did, and the outside followed. Here is your fight. Victim or owner? Comfort or capacity? Random outcomes or controlled inputs? Choose and act. Say your contract out loud. Sign it. Date it. No blaming. No waiting. Only choices. Only reps. Now set your ownership ledger today. 1 skill to build. At least 5 offers sent today. 1 deep work block of 60 minutes before messages. At least 3 follow-ups today. One learning loop with a clear feedback target. One network touch with value first. Now the rules for 72 hours. Replace every complaint with a choice within 60 seconds. Then write the swap. Track inputs. Not just feelings. Write numbers. Report nightly to one peer with a 2-minute voice memo. Wins, misses, fix. No negotiation with the deep work block. You will feel fatigue, fear, distraction. Answer with process. Breathe. Schedule. Execute. Repeat. Prove you are the driver. 72 hours. No blame. Only outputs. Picture a night highway. Rain ticking on the glass. Red tail lights stretching like ribbon. You sit in the back seat, watching someone else drive your life. The road blurs and your voice is small. Then your hand lifts. The door opens. Cold air on your face. You walk around the car, and the driver's seat hugs your shoulders. The dashboard glows steady. Mirrors align. The engine hum deepens. You signal and change lanes with intent. Complaints shrink in the rear view. Speed steadies. Focus sharpens. Ahead, a lit toll booth rises. The sign reads work zone and comfort tax. You reach for the payment. The gate lifts when you pay in effort. You hit snooze. You scroll before work. You say I will start tomorrow. You stay up late. You say yes to every plan. You avoid outreach and skill reps because they feel awkward. That routine protects ease and preserves your current results. Every easy choice is a comfort tax. It compounds against your future income and your identity. The dopamine feels good now. The debt grows later. Capacity could be compounding while you nap on your potential. You chose comfort. Again, you pay the tax daily. How many more paychecks will you donate to comfort? You will be tired. Some days your eyes burn before sunrise. People will roll their eyes. They will call you extra, obsessed, or boring. Resistance will scream in your chest. It is not a sign to stop. Reframe it. Discomfort is not punishment. It is tuition. Pain is the receipt for growth. Calluses are proof of progress. Every rep pays the fee that unlocks capacity. Picture a bridge between intention and ability. Call it the bridge to capacity. You do not get carried across it. You pay up front in focus, effort, and sacrifice. You walk, step by step. The toll is an early focus block when the world is quiet. The toll is skill practice until your work sounds clean. The toll is revenue outreach until no feels normal. The toll is a health anchor that protects your energy. Over time, the payment changes you. You are not avoiding hard things. You are becoming the person who does them by default. Install the right stack, and resistance stops being a stop sign. It becomes your starting gun. The first week felt like a fight in the dark. The kitchen was black and quiet. The tile was cold under my feet. The 5 a.m. alarm vibrated more than it rang. I let the coffee steam rise like courage. My phone was face down in another room. No scroll, no excuses. I sat for a 60-minute focus block and worked. It felt slow and clumsy. Then 30 minutes of skill reps stretched into 45. The craft stung my ego. I sent 10 pieces of outreach, then 5 more, then a few follow-ups. Silence. One curt reply landed. Not interested. Friends lit up the group chat. Come out. It will be quick. The scarcity voice started whispering. This is not working. Go back to normal. Sleep in. The builder voice pushed back. 1 rep at a time. Finish the plan. Send 1 more. Day 7 arrived with the same cold floor and the same noise. I honored the plan anyway. I finished the block. I sent the last 2 emails. I took a walk instead of doom scrolling. The day felt empty but clean. That evening a reply appeared. Not a win parade. A small meeting booked for next week. It was tiny but real. Something clicked that night. I can do hard things when no one is clapping. Quiet pride replaced panic. The alarm will ring again tomorrow, and the work will still be waiting. Enough talk. Build the capacity stack and lock it in. Start with an early focus block. 60 minutes of deep, income-producing work before messages. Write, build, ship. Then skill practice. 30 to 45 minutes on a marketable skill like copy, code, design, sales, or editing. Then revenue outreach. Set a daily quota like 10 direct messages, emails, or calls, and track them in a simple sheet. Then a health anchor. Guard your sleep with a set bedtime, and move for 20 to 30 minutes with a walk or a gym session. Now make the trades for 90 days. Trade 1 social night each week for focused outreach. Trade 1 streaming hour each night for skill reps. Trade the snooze button for sleep discipline. Comfort-proof your plan before bed. Put your phone in another room. Place your alarm across the room. Lay out your clothes. Write your outreach list the night before. Lock calendar blocks. Check in with one partner every evening. Follow the rules of engagement. No 0 days. Measure inputs daily. Review every evening with a one-sentence audit. What worked? What to improve? What to repeat? You want a new life? Then move like it. No snooze. No scroll. No excuses. 90 days. 3 trades. Are you in or out? Here is the larger law. There is no neutral choice. Comfort compounds debt. Effort compounds freedom. Every scroll and easy night pays you in tiny dopamine and heavy interest. Every focused hour pays you in skills, income, and options. Many people will tell you that good enough is wise. They will normalize short weeks and long weekends. You are choosing a different standard, and it will feel lonely at first. Hard work is necessary, but not sufficient. It is the engine that drives the car. Direction is the steering that keeps you on the road. Together they compound in a straight line you can trust. Each kept promise is a vote for I do hard things. Your internal thermostat rises with every vote. Your new discipline is alive now. Next, you plug it into an operating system of proven success principles. Then your effort pays out like clockwork. Freedom is not found. It is financed by focused days. At dawn, a steel bridge rests over a river of fog. A toll booth waits with a small sign that reads comfort tax. The currency is not cash. It is early mornings, rejections, sweat, and skipped scrolls. You lay your tokens down one by one. The gate lifts. Your footsteps echo on cold steel. Your breath curls in the air. The city of results glows on the far bank. The first steps feel heavy and uncertain. Midway your stride changes. By the end you are warmer and taller. Then the reveal. Another booth ahead carries the words principles. Map required. Your hand is stamped earned as you pass. Your eyes lift toward the map kiosk beyond. Your income follows your operating system. Yours runs on hope, not process. You check messages before deep work. You have no daily target, no weekly review. Outreach is sporadic. You learn but you do not ship. You call it busy, but it is not productive. Pros run checklists. Amateurs run on feelings. Pros track inputs and outputs. Amateurs track vibes. You have waited for motivation instead of installing a process. You have outsourced results to luck. The cost is real. Lost months. Scattered effort. Dopamine over data. Flat income. Be honest with me and with yourself. Are you running a business or babysitting a hobby? Be honest. I know why you hesitate. You tried trackers. You fell off and felt like a fraud. The shame hurt. The decisions drained you. Here is the flip. Checklists reduce anxiety. Structure protects your energy. Pilots use them. Surgeons use them. Athletes swear by routines. Builders should too. Think thermostat. Your identity sets your financial temperature. Raise it 1 degree at a time. Think radio. You only hear the opportunities you are tuned to. Think garden. Pull fear like weeds. Plant desire with habits. Define a definite major purpose. One clear money target, and a reason that grips your identity. Not a wish. A decision. The next 90 days become your lab. You test. You measure. You adjust. Evidence replaces ego. Process over panic. Give me 90 days of process over feelings, and watch your numbers and your self-respect change. I remember the glow of an overdraft at 506 a.m. The screen was cold blue. My chest was tight. Cheap coffee steamed on a chipped mug. The apartment felt too quiet. I scrolled job boards like a prayer and a punishment. My habits were chaos. Random courses. Inconsistent outreach. Avoiding the ask. No Friday review. Friends telling me to relax. I smiled and died inside. The pivot was not a miracle. I wrote a definite major purpose. Make $1,000 in 30 days from my skill to start an emergency fund, so I stopped living scared. I made a goal card and taped it to my laptop. Then I installed a simple system. 60 minutes of deep work before messages. 5 minutes visualizing the day's single high-value action completed. 10 targeted affirmations. 10 daily outreaches. 1 weekly scorecard, tracking inputs like pitches and hours, and outputs like replies and revenue. 1 30-minute accountability call. Week 1 punched me. 0 sales. A rejection email that stung like salt. I wanted to quit. Instead, I asked for feedback. I tightened the offer. I improved the headline. I adjusted the outreach list. Then the first ping. $197. Shoulders dropped. Breath deeper. Another ping. A $250 project. Small money. Huge proof. I whispered, I can do this. My identity shifted. I am the kind of person who ships before noon and reviews every Friday. It was not luck, it was a lever. Pull it again tomorrow. Here is your fight plan. Step 1. Define your definite major purpose. One number, one date, one why. Example. Earn $3,000 per month online by December 31st. To clear debt and fund a 3-month cushion. Step 2. Break it into a 90-day target with a specific offer and channel. Example. Close $1,500 this cycle with editing packages for 10 creators. Step 3. Read your goal card morning and night, out loud. Visualize 5 minutes of your single high-value action completed. Do 60 minutes of deep work before messages. Use targeted affirmations tied to your goal. I create value daily. I ask. I follow up. I close. Add one keystone health habit like a bedtime alarm, hydration, or a 20-minute walk. Do an evening audit with 3 lines. What worked? What to improve? What to repeat? Step 4. Track inputs and outputs weekly on one page. Inputs like outreach count, offers made, hours shipped, follow-ups. Outputs like replies, calls booked, revenue, conversion rates. Step 5. Get accountability. One partner. 30 minutes weekly. Review the scorecard. Give and receive feedback. Set next week commitments. Step 6. Pick 3 sacrifices for 90 days. Trade 1 social night. Trade 1 streaming hour. Kill the snooze button. Use those slots for practice, outreach, and sleep discipline. Failure protocol. When results stall, do not spiral. Diagnose. Increase qualified outreach. Adjust the offer. Seek feedback. Iterate copy. Guard the morning block like rent money. Join the 7-day mindset to money sprint. Download the goal card and affirmations. Use the daily visualization prompt. Do 1 income-producing task per day. Comment 1 sacrifice and 1 high-value action you will do tomorrow morning. System over mood. Inputs before outcomes. No blame. Build. Here is the deeper truth. Success loves rhythm more than bursts. Consistency compounds like quiet interest. Identity follows evidence. Discipline is kindness to your future self. Each routine raises the thermostat 1 degree. Each week of data tunes the radio from static to signal. Each review pulls a weed and plants a seed. Inside you there is a war. Scarcity voice whispers play safe. It will not work. Builder voice says test, learn, persist. Systems starve fear by removing guesswork. The law is simple. What you measure improves. What you review compounds. What you repeat becomes who you are. Let the hype fade. Let the data speak. Maybe wealth is not a miracle after all, just a practiced cadence you choose daily. Picture this. A heavy flywheel in a quiet workshop. The first push is awkward. Your hands slip. The wheel barely moves. Second push is slower but surer. Each habit clicks in as a spoke. Goal card, visualization, deep work, outreach, audit. The scorecard becomes the oil. An accountability partner adds a second set of hands. The first revenue ping lands like weight on the rim. The groan turns into a hum. The room warms as the wheel spins. The thermostat ticks upward. You smile and place a brand new $0 skill on the axle to test the spin. Download the goal card. Start the 7-day sprint. First push tonight. Hear that? The static fading into a clear signal. The case study begins next.